here. For me, it's about creating a change. I would love to be at the forefront of something like a flying car. I have these crazy ideas, and I've had these crazy ideas since I was a child, where I've always said, once I get enough money, so Mr. Elon Musk has gone after taking us to Mars. He's talking about electric cars. He has this boring company where he's digging tunnels to make things easier. I'm thinking, okay, on one point you want to take us to the sky, but at the same time you want us to drive in a tunnel. Come on, dude. You need to change. You need to be a little bit more consistent with what you're trying to go for. So electric car is good, but why is nobody ever thinking about the flying cars? Because I think that's the next logical step for us. You know, you might have the electric cars, which is cool. Um, but before we go to Mars, how about we try and conquer our skies? I know there's some safety elements and regulations, etc., but I'm sure we can get beyond that. So the next thing, when I get the type of funding, um, I am going to get a bunch of engineers together and I'm going to say create a flying car. It's going to be a hover car, essentially. Okay, and that is what I want to do. So I mean, there's two things. I've thought about it a little bit. I'm not talking about just flying, it doesn't necessarily have to be flying above the roofs, flying in the sky. It could be a hover situation, okay? So we have the same road infrastructure if we want to, but we get rid of the tires, the friction, that needs to go. So the car is just hovering above, and then we can do this. Now, we shall have the option of elevating a little bit higher and flying over someone else's roof if we so wish. But, typically speaking, I know what governments fear about these sort of things. There's a danger of the car falling from the sky, which is obvious. And there's also a matter of control, how we're going to manage things up in the sky. It's possible. If we want to, sort of mix between the current and the future, then we can use our road infrastructure as they are. Maybe we need to put some magnetic. Magnetic levitation is a possibility. So we can use that. Or we can completely just scrap all of that and just elevate the car, and then basically you can drive wherever you want. But ultimately, it is the flying car.